Hey everyone, we're back! Excited? Are you excited to be back? Well, I am.
Oh, where is it? Get it. Get the paper. Good girl. It's a good girl. You like them?
So we're back. I know I took a really long break. It was an unexpected break. But actually, let's see if that was actually 2 months ago that I took a break. I don't know what YouTube says, but I took a break. First it was expected. During Christmas time, I just couldn't keep up with the videos, Instagram, Christmas, and everything going on, and I was just getting worse and worse. And so so I just decided just to completely stop for a little bit, and I was thinking maybe a week, 2 weeks, but then the holidays were finished and I was ready to get back on January 1st, and so I was like, okay, we'll wait until I have my appointment on the 3rd and I can talk to y'all about that and get back going again. And I got admitted to the hospital that day. I went to the cardiologist, and he said, you've lost too much weight. I don't like what I'm seeing, so I want to admit you for an NG or NJ tube. I will discuss it with the gastroenterologist, and we will see, but be expecting to be admitted. And I was thinking maybe a couple days, couple weeks. He even said, I don't think anything will be open for a couple weeks. But the bed board, or whatever it's called, the people that schedule that and everything, they called that same evening and they said, hey, we have a bed open for you. Could you be here by 6 p.m.? I was like, okay, sure. So, so I was admitted. I kind of tossed everything in my bag, clothing and everything, and I forgot to grab the camera and the computer and the supplies for that. And I wasn't even able to pack for Butterscotch, so Butterscotch couldn't come. She had to stay here with my family. So it was kind of just like a grab and go, and so I couldn't vlog for that time. And so I was out January 12th? Yes, maybe so, from the 3rd to the 12th, if that's 9 days, and yes, I was there for 9 days. And Butterscotch got to come Saturday, and I was admitted Wednesday night. So my mom was able to get some things together for her, and she was able to come to the hospital and stay with me for the rest of my stay. So that was really, I was really thankful for that, just because I was glad not to be there alone, because there were some days that my mother couldn't stay with me, things like that. So, but my mother never could gather the things to do the vlogs because she just didn't know what I needed. And so we just figured there was enough going on at the moment, and so we should just leave it alone for right now. So I was admitted because of the weight loss and vomiting and all that, due to my delayed gastric emptying that is caused by my POTS and my EDS. So we went in and I got an NG tube that goes to my stomach placed that night while I was there, and they just ran clear liquids through it until Saturday, I want to say, Friday afternoon, and they finally started me on formula. But I was already throwing up the clear liquids, and then the formula started to come up too whenever they started giving that to me. So we just continued on, and we did some tests while we were there. We did an endoscopy, upper endoscopy, and then we did a pH probe down my nose. That's why I had 2 tubes down my nose that one time. And I had 58 episodes of of acid reflux, but the doctor said that was normal. You guys let me know if you think that's normal, for those of you that have similar problems to me, please, because I don't think that's normal. And then, and so we had an NJ placed Thursday, the second week that we were there, the day before I left. No, wait, no, we had it placed Friday morning, the day that I left. And so we were talking about an NJ Thursday. But the other reason, too, that I just decided not to do vlogs was because the hospital stay was really difficult. Not because of everything going on with me medically, but because of the way I was being treated by the doctors. Mainly my GI doctors. And everybody else there was pretty great. The hospitalist, which is the doctors that are like for the whole hospital, or however you say it. And the nurses were great, and PT was great, and the nutritionists were good as well, therapists and everything, but my GI team that we thought we could trust was just really, didn't have a great bedside manner, you could say. And so they just said some really ugly things to me. My own personal GI doctor told me, or asked me that the Monday after we were admitted, he verbatim said, "What has made you fall apart in the past 9 months to needing an NG or NJ tube?" Perpetuating that I was the one that caused this. You know, saying, "Oh, well, you know, you must have done something." But I haven't done anything different. In fact, I've been doing different things to try to stop it. And that includes cutting out milk, because that was an irritant. And anything acidic, tomatoes, which means pizza, because that has tomatoes and cheese. I've never really been a big lemonade drinker, orange juice drinker, so anything like that out, any kind of citrus. And we were trying a gluten-free diet, and we were just trying everything that we could, and it still wasn't helping. I was still losing weight. So, so that's why they decided to place an NJ tube, which I got that Friday, and we got to leave that day, which I was very excited about, and so was Butterscotch. She was tired of having her sleep interrupted. And so now we're home with this and the NJ tube, and we are going to go see the new gastro with a completely different group. When is it? In March? March the 2nd. That's the day. We have an appointment March the 2nd, and we'll see where we go from there. We are probably looking at a tube through my abdominal wall, and not an NJ, I'm sorry, a J button or a GJ, so that way I can vent my stomach and feed myself through my jejunum, but we're not sure yet. So, so we're just trying to figure all that out. And I've got some exciting news. It's a surprise. I think I'm going to do a giveaway where one of my videos or one of my Instagram posts has the hint of what it is. It tells you what the surprise is, and whoever can name it first wins the giveaway. But I'm not sure yet. I still haven't made a full decision on anything, whether it's the giveaway or what I'm doing or anything like that, but it is pretty big deal. I think Butterscotch will be pretty excited. And so that's just what we've been doing. And I've been doing good besides that. I'm sorry that it was kind of like I fell off the face of the earth. That was a little rude of me. But I just wasn't able to handle it. So I'm hoping that maybe we get back to normal. So, and Butterscotch wants attention. So I'm just hoping that we get back to normal. But on day-to-day things, in my personal life, I've made this vest for her. And I am in love with it because it's so pretty. And my favorite thing about it is I've been having joint problems lately in my fingers. They keep on dislocating, and they hurt really bad. So Butterscotch wants attention, can you tell? And so I have not been able to to use clips and things like that, or anything like that. So instead of putting a clip on this one, I put Velcro that I can just put on there, not having to, you know, press the two halves together on a clip, and I can just pull it right off, and it just slips on to her and over, and she's ready to go, and then off. And then I made 3 new patches. When it says don't distract, and then the Service Unicorn one just because I thought it was really cute. And then the follow us on Instagram patch, which I think it might have gotten me some followers on Instagram already, but y'all let me know if you guys saw this patch while I was out maybe and you looked it up and you have become one of my new followers because of this vest. That would be really cool to know who you guys are. And so I did this, and this is my new favorite vest for her. I think my second favorite has to be the Grinch vest because I love Christmas, and my favorite Christmas movie is The Grinch. The live action one, not the cartoon one. I mean, the cartoon one's pretty good, but I like the live action one. So we did that, and then everybody might be looking at my feeding bag because it's purple. A pinkish purple. It's supposed to be purple. Because it is Feeding Tube Awareness Week, and I figured why not have some fun with it. And I actually got this idea from Life with Stripes. She is great. I think her name is Mickey. I am pretty new to her channel and her Instagram page and everything. But she had this on her Instagram and her YouTube channel, and I just thought it was a really cool idea to have rainbow feeding bags. Because if you're going to have to use this, you might as well make it fun. Just like a wheelchair or a dog or anything else that you can make fun. So I just lost my train of thought there. So that's why I decided to color mine purple for just to have some fun with it. And then it's also Feeding Tube Awareness Week. I know I'm still pretty new to it, but I will say it's important to have awareness just because even though I've only been on it for, I think the 12th will officially be a month, but it has made a significant difference in my life. I can already tell I'm not constantly worried about keeping my weight because I can't eat. I'm not having to vomit every day and hurt my esophagus and be miserable like that. And it also it's also been helping my POTS because the malnutrition was making my POTS worse. So definitely being tube fed and constantly having nutrition has definitely helped that. I've seen a big difference. I have passed out less. I have had less dizzy spells and things like that. Butterscotch has actually been alerting less because they just, my episodes haven't been happening since I've been fed appropriately, which is awesome. And that's why I think it's really important to have awareness for feeding tubes. And it just so happens that Awareness Week happened right as I got my new feeding tube, so hey. So anyways, so I think that's why it's important to have awareness for feeding tubes. And that was my father. As you can tell, him and Butterscotch do not get along. Well, they do, but they play like that. He's always played with her like that since she was a puppy, and so whenever he comes in, he makes a scary face, and she gets spooked, and she barks. And so that's why she was barking. But anyways, so that's why I think it's important to have awareness for feeding tubes. I know it makes a difference in a lot of people's lives. And even though for a lot of people, normal, or should I say neurotypical people, or however you say it, not sick people, chronically ill people, that it would seem like the worst thing in the world. But it's honestly a tool in at least, you know, in my toolbox to help me get better and get back to a place where I either don't need a feeding tube or I can just function better. Because right now my goal, me and my doctor's goal is to get me to function like a neurotypical human being. I hate saying normal because then everybody tells me, oh, there's no such thing as normal. Whenever we all know what I mean. But anyway, so my dad came in to tell me that I got boxes. This is feeding tube supplies, I believe. Yes, it is. My bags and syringes, I think, and I don't know what else. But so there's that. I think that's just about everything for right now. But the other thing too is that since I've had this and you know, the feeds and everything, that's right, yes, I've been having problems with my formula. I don't know why, but I'm just not taking to it. A lot of nurses that we've spoken to, you know, in the hospital and everything, they just say some people don't tolerate feeds as well to begin with. But we were reading the ingredients list in the Ensure, and it has milk, and I can't have milk, not because I'm lactose intolerant, because it is lactose intolerance safe, but we believe I have a milk allergy. So that just, not severe, not like anaphylaxis or anything, but it's just really irritating, really painful. I get bloated. And so they tried peptide, Pediasure peptide, and it's not doing anything for me for what I could tell, like at all. So we're going to go back to the GI, or to the new GI, and we're going to talk to her about what we can do about that. So for right now, I'm just going to grin and bear it. And so that's what's been going on. If anybody can give me any good suggestions of anything that is milk-free, completely, not just lactose safe, but completely milk-free, any formulas, give me a shout out in the comments or on Instagram, please, that I could try. And because I know that there's Kate Farms and Real Foods. I don't know if there are Real Food blends. I don't know if there's anything else. It's incredibly hard to find different companies. And I want to be able to have as many options as there is with or milk-free completely milk-free things, because I don't know if my insurance will cover Kate Farms or Real Food blends or anything like that. So, I don't know. I might do an unboxing, since I don't really, I mean, I know what comes in these boxes generally. I've only gotten one shipment before this, so I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But I will see you guys later. Thank you for coming along today. I'm sorry it wasn't really like a whole day thing. It was just a short interview with me, but that's all that I could do for today. But if you guys have any suggestions for feeding tube or my pots or with butterscotch, feel free. Any kind of tips or tricks like this is awesome, Mickey. I'm going to find a way to give you a shout out. I don't know how to do that on YouTube, but I know how to do that on Instagram. So, thank you so much for that. That was awesome. And if anybody else has any cool tips or tricks like that, whether they're helpful or just plain fun, go ahead and leave them in the comments or comment them to me on Instagram. And I think that's just about it. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!